lead. And the extra point is true, and the score is 35-3. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. From the gun, the ground game. That hole closed quickly, a pickup of 1 to the 15. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Burns. It's complete. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. Good timing on the quick out. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Oh, he makes the catch. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. The give to the tailback. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass.
Yeah, that's kind of surprising. We talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. They'll leave it with him. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much room, a pickup of 2 down to the 28. The Tigers line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught close to the marker, it's Burr. He'll come through on 3rd down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Burr. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Pressure coming. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Fit it in the window for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead on how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point cuts into the lead just a touch, 35-10. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
LSU 10.
On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across.
26. State offense will take over first.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Off-play action on first down. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? After the incompletion, they go back up top. Wide open downfield. He's brought down, but what a play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up the scoreboard.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Pocket breaking down. It's complete. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal. And the Seminoles, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And they can't punch it in with a first down run, and the defense has one stop. They give him the rock again on second and goal. And they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. From the gun, the running back has it. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to fire. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Seminoles. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense. Here in the fourth quarter, they're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
LSU 10.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
LSU
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Grabbed behind the line. It's Vargas.
And the offense gets the ball out pretty quick. But, man, if you're going to do that, that's fine. But we got to get the first down, or we got to get out of bounds so we can stop the clock. This offense, they've got to execute a little bit tighter down the stretch of this close football game.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in. It's Austin. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They reeled off 6 straight to start the season. Undefeated, bowl eligible, but when you have that kind of record, the possibilities seem limitless.
What a great way to start the season. The best way possible, right? Like 6-0, taking care of business, building momentum. This squad continues to climb up the ranks. They're getting better. They're getting more respect. 6-0 is the best start you could have, Palmer, but they're looking for more.
It's been really fun watching this team to get up to this point. So much talent. They've got great coaching, and I feel like they could keep that 0 in the loss column all season long if they keep playing the way they did today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Seminoles will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. This is a big-time quarterback that we're going to be seeing today, but getting the job done against a defense like this, what words of wisdom do you have for him, Jesse?
Well, I think you've got to prepare like you've never prepared before, and that's one thing he told us. He spent extra time in the film room. He spent extra time on the field after practice.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Hey, sometimes numbers lie, but this quarterback just learned a valuable lesson. These numbers don't lie. One of the best defenses against the pass, and you see why right there. Man, they break on the football, so much speed in the back end, break on it, make the play. This defense is legit, and that QB's finding out firsthand.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Guys, let's look big picture at Florida State. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. Completes it in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Snags it into the end zone. Touchdown, Noles!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. Between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. The coverage team maintains its discipline, not much doing on that return. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
How nice is that as a defense, when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home. That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Going to swing it on second down. Quick strike complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got bad decisions.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Working that left side. Wrestled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Now the play fake. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. Makes the stop at the 33, but it's a 15-yard gain. And the Longhorns want to pick up the tempo. Bird Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
And making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
Off-play action. He wants to take the top off. Pulls it in down the sideline. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the first down, and they like to do this. When they make a first...
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
And the Longhorns now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing.
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And that one will bounce and see exactly where they mark it. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. On the run, it's Alleman. Pretty good job of running to get two there to the 32.
Now, what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Not much he could do there. Does pick up two to the 34.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those five guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those five offensive linemen.
Can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Kick is in the air. He'll try to field the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Crosses the 40. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. They'll ride the hot hand. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And that was an impressive and dominant first quarter. Let's take a look at the stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Off the play fake. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on third and short. This time on target. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Guys, when you really take a look at Texas, not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time four-star running back. They have a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. He sends two wideouts right, two to the left on 2nd and 9. Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Working that wide receiver screen. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 6th, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Wants to fire on second down. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even up. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. There he goes! Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down.
Defensively, you'll take the slow down. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards of pop. But you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, you got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
I mean, you just can't teach and coach big D tackles to be that quick. I mean, he shot right out of his stance, beat the offensive lineman, and he was in the backfield before the O-line even did it.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Hauls it in. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Here's a heat. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Makes a connection. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this on your offense.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Looking to throw on first down. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on second down. Shoots it to the left. It's caught. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. The quick out. He'll step out of bounds just short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49 after a good pickup on that play. To the air on first down. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Looking to go up top and time's running out in the half. Gets it to the 37, clock stops to move the chains. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Keeps it and gets the first down. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. They're looking to pass from the red zone. He's got the tight end. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Trying play action. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Touchdown, Longhorns! They punctuate the chance with a trip to the end zone.
That is exactly how you want to end halves. Put a drive together, score the touchdown, a chance to tie this up, and take all the momentum into halftime.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of these. To that return at the 22. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Let's send the tight end in motion. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Power football with the run. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, it should come as no surprise we have ourselves a fun matchup in Tallahassee. And talk about a good competitive game so far. Not saying this has been the best first half we've seen in the history of these two programs, but they've matched each other's intensity, and the result has been a very evenly played game. Fascinating to see how the rest of this one plays out. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Doak Campbell Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Longhorns will kick it off to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room.
And your Florida State Seminoles will take over. First and 10.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Seminoles can really attack on this second and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the back. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28.
It's not a flashy play call, but that is exactly what it was designed to do. Get 2 yards, get the first down.
Now on first down from the 28. Leaves it with the running back. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
After run, now throw. It's complete on the right side. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. And the Noles look to keep this drive humming. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Back to pass. Punts it out of the air. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if you can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
He wants to throw it again. Finds the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense pressuring the quarterback.
Using his legs, it's Alleman. Breaks into the open.
All right, they've shown this formation a lot of times, especially in the first half. Now what do? They show the formation, pull some guys and run a counter backside. Beautiful play design. Way to adjust in the second half.
On third and short, they'll try to convert through the air. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and short in college football today, you see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
It's fourth down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Converts on fourth down, still going. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14. The Seminoles had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem...
Touchdown, Seminoles! They take the lead with the 6.
Day young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Clemson. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Taking care of business himself for the first down. Texas has had that happen from time to time over the years.
They've had some special guys. I think everybody who's grown up in a generation that saw Vince Young absolutely remembers that Rose Bowl, one of the most amazing games we've ever seen. Seems like Texas is always looking for that next guy, and their seasons usually revolve around having that quarterback.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires toward the end zone. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. play-action fake. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Second down, he'll throw it. Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Longhorns will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance. Bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. On the run, it's Alleman. Got the first down and more. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
This time he's got it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on third and long.
Makes the grab. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Let's see what they dial up on this fourth down. Remember, they're 1 for 2 so far in this one. Under fire. Gets drilled as he... Fourth down, and they'll get it back. They'll go to the ground. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Longhorns racing to the line in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. Got a man. Made a defender miss. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll try the run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. He's moving out of the pocket. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. He'll keep it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain. On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Pushes ahead. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on fourth and goal. From the gun. Into the end zone. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
Here we go.
Just going to keep it after the snap. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give, and tick, 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 tick. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
Happy with the situation, the quarterback will take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.